about being a lurker in a stream, especially since I am one sometimes. And then you have people like CB who like they literally lurk for years and then they just come up. And then you have dudes who lurk, but every once in a while they just want to say something every 5 months or so. And those guys are cool too. They're fun. What's up, AJ? Good to see you. Who doesn't exist? You don't exist. What was I gonna say? Yeah, Christmas. Oh, and happy birthday, Adam, and happy birthday, AJ. Christmas though, I'm gonna get one of those inversion tables. 2 reasons. One, you can hang off it and you can do the spinal decompression thing, which is pretty dope. And 2, you can lock it in place and you can do like the inverted crunches, which I've never had a platform to do those from before, and I really think it would help me hit a different part of my abs. I thought that would be nice. All right, what's up? I don't know if we've been here before, but I've never been here with you. I saved your butt using my alien arm. Oh, that reminds me. We should probably... Hey, you know what? We're gonna start our Raid 1 stream, have the backup recording going at the same time. While we have unlimited ammo alien arm here that no one wants to talk about. What possessed Gore to put his arm in here, man? He could have left it alone. Snag, what's going on, my dude? Everyone say hey, Snag. The recipient of the freak computer that is still being worked on. I'm sorry it's taking so long. Did you see the video that I sent you, Snag? I've had people think I was a bot a few times. I lurk a lot. You don't say anything bot like that. You talk like a normal human. You talk like a normal human more than most people I've talked to. See? Claro. Claro que sí, mi primo. Or mi prima. It's all good. Gordon, don't stick your dick in it, Freeman. Look, I was taught, alright, when I was in EOD school, there was an old dude who was an electrician that became an EOD tech back in the day where like procedures for joining the military were way different. I think he was Air Force. And he gave us a real simple rule. He was like, if you wouldn't put your dick in it, don't put your finger in there. And he was talking about electricity, like, you know, boxes and stuff, but real talk, that could be said of anything, really. Real talk, real talk. Drizzy, you're just the man I needed to see. Just need your name to get up higher there. What's going on, dude? I think I see you got goodies
we should probably
emote there.
be doing something.
Also, don't sell Goody. I said her name correctly. I'm still trying to like wear her down by annoying her, and then hopefully me and her will be best buds, and then whoever she used to be best buds with will like X out the picture and be like, you know, friendship ended with whoever.
Think anybody's gonna
New
believe
friendship.
all this?
Shooter Q and M Goody. Only I'll keep saying Goudy, and she'll be like, ugh. And our dogs can play together. It'll be the most dope friendship ever. It is very solid advice. Also, pulled pork. That's incredible, Drizzy. Sorry, I keep like not playing the game because I want to take a sip of my drink, and then I don't get a sip of my drink because I'm like talking to you. But I love y'all, and I wouldn't change anything about it. I want to put my dick in my silver drawer, but my hand goes in there all the time. But I'm saying you could definitely put your dick in there with no problem, right? Weapons lockup.
Till we got ambushed. With any luck, we're close to it.
So that's a good word, dude, but where are we gonna find the weapons lockup? And your buddy's probably dead, so I imagine there's a lot of dead, uncovered area up here, yeah?
Watch your head, Doc.
Oh! Homing attacks, go! Alright, you stay here.
This is my little corner, and I'm sticking to it.
That's alright, I'm gonna go suss this out. There's a lot of sharp knives. Okay, okay, maybe it only applies to electricity. Alright, it applies to electricity and electrician work. More than anything, perhaps. Also, we got some missiles here, as well as some health and some of that energy ammo. I just watched that Life movie you tweeted, by the way. Now I'm sad I've never hot Russian lady nor Jake Gyllenhaal. Did you enjoy it though? Also, dude, wasn't Jake Gyllenhaal awesome in that movie? And the marketing was so perfect for it to make Gyllenhaal like the most awesome character. Also, yes, hot Russian lady. Major, she was like in her 50s, dude. What are you doing? You're a young, virulent young man. You can find young, virulent Ruski woman.
You ever seen anything like this?
Snag, you think you're gonna like how it turns out, my dude? I'm gonna go with the red theme for all the fan attachments and all the points, but I'm gonna have the mesh over the eyes, so the light that you change with the color, it'll be whatever you want, and it doesn't necessarily have to match the red. and I'll give you the remote. And admittedly, the remote is kind of janky. It doesn't hit every color that is on the remote, but it does hit most of the primary colors. The fade and the effects aren't really that nice, but what else do you want for $9, I suppose? Manual dexterity.
You have any idea what's going on?
Look, dude, you talk too much. Just help me find the weapons cache so we can get up out of here. Also, I gotta kill some people with this launcher. Oh, it's the big boys. Oh my gosh, you saw that? He dodged. Oh, no. You don't move. The dude sidestepped my damn missile. Y'all saw that? Me wishing I was Heath Ledger every time I watch a Jake Gyllenhaal movie. Yeah, you just hold down the fort. Let me grab a couple of these. Let us try not to die real quick. Okay, we're good. But yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it too. I know some movies like that, people are like, oh, they're so simple, they're not very deep. I'm like, that's how a lot of our favorite movies were, like in the 80s and the 90s. Like, I get that people didn't like Gemini Man for various reasons, but when I look at Gemini Man, I don't see anything different from watching Commando or Demolition Man. I just saw like, okay, there's a fun little action slog, don't really think about it that much. And you know what? Will Smith is at that age where he can do that stuff now, because he has done all of this other stuff. Dude, I love Demolition Man. Not even talking about all the deep stuff to go with it. All the normals. Just the regular stuff going on with Demolition Man I find fun. I'm gonna try to hit those guys before that thing opens up all the way. Oh, not working. I like how this guy's just rolling here with his revolver and he's like, yeah, it's good enough. Oh no! He didn't make it. Good thing I had my towel gun, though. I love how you say towel cannon. It sounds like towel cannon. Also, Drizzy, do you pull your pork and then put the sauce in? Or do you put the sauce in and then pull your pork? I've had that debate with a few different people before, and I can never really get over it. Also, Drizzy, I need you to take this, hold this. Like, I need you hold your dick in one hand, hold this in the other hand, and we'll be all good. Don't take it personally, I just need you to do this for me. Thank you. Probably gonna get the YouTube video version of this demonetized, but that's okay because I don't monetize any of my YouTube stuff anyways. I'm not in a demonetizing, I'm not in a monetizing like form or fashion. Also, this dude literally just came up from out of nowhere behind us. That's not cool at all. He like just zoomed in here, or warped in here. Alright, I think I got everyone. I hope. Oh, that was a emergent. That was a accident shot there. Negligent discharge, to be honest. Indy. No big deal, Driz. Alright, now we're 10 away. I'm trying to get that 50. So I'm taking advantage of everyone who comes in here. Just like college all over again. But yeah, Jesse, I'm glad you're well. I watched most recent Predator the other day. It's probably my least favorite in this series. Really? Shoot, I think I've missed 2. What are the other Predator movies out there? Because there was AVPR, which was the one on the planet, right? No, that was Predators. That was the one with Adrian Brody. And Alice Braga. Ah, she's so hot. Wait a minute. Wasn't Adrian Brody in another movie with Alice Braga? No, that was Jude Law. Jude Law was in Repo with not Adrian Brody, with Jude Law and Alice Braga. No wait, Alice Braga was in the movie with Jude Law. She was not in the movie with Alice Braga herself. I found Predator fun. Predator 2 was one of my favorites as a kid, just because like going from the jungle to the city and having it be Donald Glover was just so fun of a concept, and all the stuff he went through and the ship like hiding in the buildings and stuff like that. I was like, oh, so cool. But I haven't watched it in a long time, so I'm not sure if I still do love it that much. No problem, Jersey. It's more for me than it is you. I'm just using you, Jersey. I'm being selfish. But you do get to use Iggy's emote now, which has been very fun for everybody to use. Agent Bro didn't quite feel like a leading man action film, otherwise I enjoyed it. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of like the same thing I was talking about with action movies and sci-fi stuff. It's like, there was more depth it could have had. But I did like the concept of like, alright, let's forget how, let's forget why, let's just put these guys on a planet and things are trying to hunt them and there's a little sport and Lawrence Fishburne is being a weirdo like always kind of deal. The new Predator where they got him to the air into the middle of the night. I have no idea what that one is. 1 mile and 4 minutes and then it's noon. What? I think the last part you said, that sounded like Annihilation, but I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. When you look at the details, Annihilation's actually way better than a lot of people thought it was. But when it comes to just watching a movie and enjoying it, I don't think I enjoyed it that much. But the small things that are like, oh, that's cool, I admit they're cool. I just don't think they make the movie. I haven't seen the new one yet, too, so I wouldn't know. Oh, Wobble, what did you think of... Did you watch Terminator Dark Fate? After watching so many people complain about it, I actually didn't mind it that much. Oddly enough, the parts I didn't like mostly had to do with Sarah Connor. As weird as that seems. Like, I was just having a good time watching the movie, like 30 to 40 minutes in. I was like, it was cool. And then Sarah Connor does some stuff. I'm like, it was alright. And then she would say something. I'm like, alright, why are you here again? Go away. Let's just have reboot Terminator. Let's not talk about anything that used to happen. Gosh darn it. Okay, I hit him. I saw a little blood spray, but it wasn't a lot. No, I think I need a grenade. Because I'm just taking damage like this. I need something explosive. Oh, I'll throw a bug in there. No. No! Death. The guy just said, man, I'm hungry, when do we eat? Okay, this ain't working. Okay, I shot it where the eye was. I didn't touch him though. We're going back. Dark Fate was supposed to ignore the other movies and just be a sequel to T2. Was it? I thought it was just like a split off timeline because I thought that was the nature of... I thought that was the nature that they were trying to introduce in Genesis, which I didn't like Genesis, but I did like that concept. And so I thought that concept was just being carried forward in Dark Fate. That was just like, hey, as long as Terminators and humans are fighting, there are all sorts of John Connors out there. And there are all sorts of Skynets out there. Like, it's always gonna happen. That's what I thought it was. Kind of like the Matrix and the humans. It's like, it wasn't... It was like the concept of Terminator is beyond us. That's what I thought they were trying to do. I didn't realize it was just supposed to be, oh, it's just T2. Because I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I like me some Terminator Salvation. But I think that's because I just wanted more ever since I was a kid and they showed the scenes from the future in Terminator, especially if you play the games. I always wanted more stuff going on with the future stuff. Garlic bread and chicken sounds delicious, son. These guys are yelling at me now. I killed their sniper. Can I get in their door? Open the door? No. That sounds like a garbage device to make a million Terminator movies. Only if you make a million garbage Terminator movies. But like I said, I watched Dark Fate and I was like, it's not bad. I kind of didn't like cranky Sarah Connor. I think that's how they explain the other movies. Let's see. Drop your weapons.
Holy shit.
Okay, holy shit indeed. Pop out again, I'll show you some holy shit. Maybe even just some regular shit. Some ordained shit. Some less than holy. Maybe just some usher anointed shit. Yeah, I'm hit, but I know you're hitting more. Whoa, I went to reload, it wasn't the right time. But yeah, I remember back when we used to do movie nights, we watched Genesis on Prime, and I just felt weird about Genesis. Watching like Dark Fate though, I felt like the new introductions of stuff were nice. The future scenes are aight. Like I was actually like interested in what was going on character-wise. Again, except for like Sarah Connor stuff. The inclusion of Arnold like in the way it was like I didn't mind that at all. I liked it. I liked his jokes. 2 for 1 sale, baby. Terminator means Daku. I didn't think about it that way, but yeah, that makes sense. Can I take one of these guys' boots? I mean, surely Gordon could use a change of shoes by now. Can't just piss in your boots forever. A door just opened somewhere and I have no idea where. And it's scaring me because I just realized we haven't seen any of those assassin Black Ops dudes in a while. And there has to be more, right? Alright, so they killed this dude and they dragged him over here, or he crawled or something, and he had a shotgun. Or can you? Or can I what? One of the Doctor Who actors was in Genesis. Really? Who was it? I only watch so much Doctor Who. Oh! Roosterhead Bro was in there, wasn't he? Yeah, Matt Smith. He was in Genesis, you're right. But so was the Mayhem guy, right? Or something else. Wait, do other people call him Roosterhead? I thought that was just a name I made up. Oh snap, look at this dude rocking the double monitors and got the combo floppy scan disc, got the indicator buttons. Oh, the CD player with the eject, the rewind, and the status button? I don't know what that is. Serial port out for the CD. And then he's got the Intel inside, son, and the button on it. Volume, what? Volume directly on the CD player? What? And then the eject. J.K. Simmons was in Genesis, and J.K. Simmons is the best part of anything he's involved in. Damn, look at the texture on these keys. Pretty nice. And he's rocking the dual monitor setup. How would you rock dual monitors back then? 2 serial ports? So you run one off your serial and one off your VGA. And this, look at this nerd. That's why his chair's down here. Like, he was just like, man, I only got the 1 monitor. I got the box PC. My shit's sitting on top of it. This ain't cool. This dude was over here like 2 monitoring it up, bro. He was killing it. Killing it. I think the best part about J.K. Simmons playing J. Jameson, Jonah, is that he doesn't look exactly like him. No, how do I say it? When he's playing Jameson, he doesn't look like himself. Whereas in most movies where J.K. Simmons is, it's like, yeah, that's J.K. Simmons. Which is very confusing if you were living in the 90s, but you didn't live in the US, you're just watching shows coming out of here, and you saw like both Law and Order and Oz going on at the same time. Or if you... it's me!
Oh, finally. Someone who ain't trying to kill me.
Yeah, that's what you think.
You ain't trying to kill me too, right?
What? Assignment terminated. Subject Freeman. Demonstration of exceed... What? I can't even read it because cut off because Black Mesa glitched.
Right, okay.
Yeah, alright, we good.
Well, from the looks of it, you got an eye for the finer things in life.
Oh, is this the guy? Is this this guy's buddy? With the weapon stash?
Open sesame.
Yeah! Yeah!
The motherload.
Wait, did he call me
I
Doc?
say, I got expensive taste.
Did Morgan Freeman? Did Gordon Morgan? Oh, I bet there's a million memes out there. Did Gordon have a doctorate? What was his degree, actually? I don't even know. I know it's not a theoretical degree in physics. Also, I get that there's weapons and ammo and all that stuff, but if there's no like
Sure we're going the right way?
weapon we haven't seen before, this whole thing is a waste. I mean, it's good to be loaded up again, all the same Glock everywhere. That's cool and all. I'm just saying, I would like to be like, oh, it came to the armory, I got replenished, and I got something new that I've never seen before. I also imagine if they're allowing you to have all this, then you're getting ready for like a fight of a fight. That's just my prediction. Education, PhD, MIT, theoretical physics. Okay, so here's a doctor. I've never thought about him as Dr. Freeman. What does G-Man say? Does he call him Mr. Freeman? Or does he call him Gordon Freeman? Or does he call him Dr. Freeman? Because I honestly don't remember. And I never thought about it before until now. When he just called me Doc. Don't tell him the last guy to help you is still blood mixed us. I was thinking about that. I was like, yeah. This was this guy's buddy, right? Because he was the one that said, he said like him and his buddy were looking for this place. So I imagine that was him. Also, Half-Life 2.exe. This VMOS application has stopped responding to the system. Please assist from trying to beam us. We blue screen out here. G-Man calls him Mr. Freeman. See, that's what I'm saying. I've never heard him called Dr. Freeman. Or if I did, I just didn't remember it. I feel like I just got ghosted there, like pushed around. Anyways, come on, man. You want to grab a better
must
weapon?
Be the guy the other scientist's been talking about.
Oh, we have dialogue.
You sure pissed them soldiers off something fierce.
Phobos, did you change all of your names from Dr. Phobos Anomaly to just Phobos Anomaly? Because you realized we were onto you, or what?
Oh, what's that stench?
Yeah, this suit, it doesn't come off. I've been peeing in my boots. I can't find new boots. Sucks.
I'm gonna stick around here. See if I can't round up a posse with my radio. No
Okay.
way am I letting all that gear go to waste.
Alright, you know what? He has a point. It'd be better for him to stay here than him to go out and die and crap. I guess I have to run through here and take what I can. Car batteries. So I can load up the car and whatever else. I think the soothing voice would be better. I think about murdering aliens with extreme prejudice with Morgan Freeman's voice. It'd probably be cathartic. Indeed. What's up, Hypnotic? How are you doing? I was thinking about you because I was like, damn it, I want a cigarette. And I was thinking about that damn, that dispensary again. And I was thinking about what you said, like I would be like enthused by your collection. But I was like, I wouldn't know what that is. All I know is vape and menthol cigarettes. Also, we got our shortcut back for this ladder. That's good. That's good. Wait, where are we going now? We got the ladder shortcut so we can come back up here in case we like fall off. Which means we probably should go higher. Yeah. Okay, we're good. Then we open the door and we try not to die. Because we don't know what's here anymore and there's a bunch of dead scientists. I do not like how many dead scientists are here right now. I do remember being in this building and thinking that this was cool, but I also remember being in this portion when I was very, very sleepy. When we played one time. Yeah, I hear them now. Freeman ages like a normal person, right? He was just put on stasis in between the games. It's not like he ages super slowly. They just had him frozen in time for a while, so like he didn't age at all then. That's not him, that was G-Man. All I know is when all is said and done, no one will say that Gordon Freeman only lives a half-life and is this Black Mesa. What? Which is why I'm like, me and like a whole bunch of other people are like, yo, bring back Adrian Shepard. Because Adrian Shepard is on ice as well. You know, this would be a really good time to have 12 guys out. 22 years maybe? I thought it was a long time. Of course the only ammo we didn't pick up were bugs for our bug stash. Grenades work though. Yo bro, you said fall back and then you ran over here. What you doing? You disobeyed your own orders. That's why you're dead now. Because you can't follow orders. What about Commander Shepard then? Commander Shepard was our Adrian Shepard. But that was the unofficial Shooter Q fanfiction that I'm glad you all subscribed to, no? Okay, I'm still okay. Yeah, I remember falling in here and thinking like, oh, this is cool. Because I don't remember this being in the original. It might have been, but I just don't remember it in this capacity. I always thought this was dope. But yeah, Commander Adrian Shepard was our fan fiction of Adrian Shepard. I want Adrian Shepard to come back for real, which is why I also want to play Nova Prospect. In fact, how long is Nova Prospect? Maybe we'll knock it out since we're playing Black Mesa as well, and then we'll go from here to Stalker after that. There are many things I like in Mass Effect that nothing else hits close to. I can agree with that. However, there are also... I also feel that way about... I also feel that way about the entire like KOTOR series. Also, maybe I should have let those guys come out so they could fight some of these aliens. I didn't realize that I was going up against these guys too. Get some air, baby. Yeah, baby, yeah. System Shock 2 is amazing, good first time. I have never played System Shock on my own. I've only watched other people do it. Okay, this isn't working out the way I want to. Of course, this guy dies as soon as I'm like ready to actually hit something else. realizing like, oh, with this video game, I can make certain decisions about how I want to tell the story, and this is going to be the future of storytelling. That was pretty cool. You're welcome, Broken Color. Don't worry, I'm using you for my own means, but it's nothing that you're not used to already. After all, you are married. Speaking of which, how's your child, dude? How are you doing in general? We haven't spoken in a little bit. And you're right, Metal Gear Solid has been making movies forever. But that's just because Hideo Kojima was a movie-bound kid. I feel like anybody that looks into Hideo Kojima's history, like anything people say about him and the way he designs games, will suddenly make way more sense to you when you realize like, oh, this is what he used to do as a kid, this is what his parents asked him to do. Like, I understand why he's like this now. And I understand why these games are like this, like just more movie-like than anything. That's the thing, it's like a movie can be bad, like a bad story, badly written, bad acting, but it can have enjoyable elements around it. And there can be movies that are perfect. Like they have good writing, they have competent actors, they have a plot that is bomb-proof, but they're just boring. And you don't really like them that much. The Thing had a game? The Thing did have a game. But you didn't even know The Thing came out before Dead Space, so I don't feel like I can even bring up that discussion with you. It's like 30 years apart. Now that being said, like most horror, like okay, the Resident Evil series, they're based off Resident Evil, which is a horror game. There are horror elements. It's not a horror series. It's not trying to scare you. There are just zombies and stuff and action, and it's fine. Then there's like the actual American genre of horror, which is trying to scare people. I feel like some of those in their own right, just like we were talking about action movies, like Demolition Man and stuff, those can be fun, but I don't personally like them either. The stuff that I do find psychologically terrifying are usually movies which inspired American movies. Like Let the Right One In, which Stephen King took and made it Let Me In. Was it King or Spielberg, actually, now that I think about it? I don't know. I do know that I want this... I want to not get blown up by a grenade. I want this machine gun, though. Yeah, get some. Get some. I like how you hit the threshold of their health and they just blow apart from the 50 cal. Instead of blowing apart from the first 5 rounds or so. Also, I killed all those guys and I only got to use the 50 cal for the end. Gotta get those booming sub notes, and dude. But no, I don't think horror was meant to do it for everybody. Again, a lot of it is just, it makes money off the people who are willing to go see it. And that's why it's so vastly different when you go to other countries and see what their horror is like. As well as their comedy. There are a ton of British things I don't understand the comedy on at all. Like, I still don't really understand what y'all like about Monty Python. I look up a YouTube video every once in a while. I don't get it. Y'all like it for some reason. I'm not sure what it is. But the point is, like, if you don't like a certain genre, go check it out in another country. It might be completely different. There are a lot of explosives on that door. I am going to walk away from it and get healed up over here. And I'm going to blow up that door. Every time we're playing the game and I keep thinking, oh, we're gonna get to my favorite part at the train yard or at the this and at the that, and then I remember that part is not in this game. It is in Blue Shift or it is in Opposing Force. Okay, we're gonna shoot this from here. Woo! Good stuff. Uh-oh. Those guys are just chilling behind the door like, wait for the humans to blow this up. Don't worry, aliens, I want to introduce you to the greatest human invention ever. The 50 caliber heavy machine gun. We call it Ma Deuce. Is that a rocket? Is what a rocket. What, these? These are missiles. These are tow missiles that go in the tow launcher and is actually part of a little mini game. We were playing it earlier, AJ, you didn't see it? Not a mini game, a little mini mechanic for the physics system that they imported from Source. These dudes are getting it in. I wish I could Gordon gets enhanced strength from the suit, right? Can he not pick up one of the 50 cals and just run out with it? And this. Oh, that crap. Where'd you come from, baby? I think that actually hurt him. Okay, these guys are calling in air support and stuff, so it's gonna be a hell of a fight out there. That being said, I think there was... No, it's just health. I thought there was shield stuff I didn't pick up. I like it because I see humor as a way of subverting expectations, no matter how stupid it is. I don't know. I could believe you. Like, I believe it. Like, I take your word for it. I don't know. I watch those movies and I don't get anything out of it. Alright, there's the jump pad. I think I just lack the context of the times. Because you guys watched Monty Python growing up, right? Not like recently or something, right? And now you enjoy it more recently, but you were first exposed to it younger, maybe? Maybe I just missed out on the time when I was supposed to enjoy it. I don't know. Wow, look at those guys all mobbing on the armored vehicle. The drone soldiers are literally like punching the thing. But of course, it's just mowing them down. And the Vortigons are electrifying it. I do not remember this in the original movie. They actually blew it up. Oh my goodness. I didn't know that was something they could do. I should probably kill some of these dudes before they turn on me. Oh snap, he dodged it. It was like sidestep, baby. Okay, let me reload. You enjoy them as an adult, but it's when I'm discovering things. I don't know. Oh, I get it. This little joke sitting underneath the hand. I have jokes. I mean, like, I went back and I watched, I'm pretty sure this is Monty Python, right? Where they had, like, Darth Helmet, or Big Helmet, whatever his name was. And they have, like, the shortses, like the ring thing, that it's, like, a joke for a penis. And they get into a shorts fight. And I was just like, I don't know, I just didn't understand. Like, I understood what was going on. I didn't really, like, it didn't have me laughing or anything. And I was kind of like, I guess they like this. That's Spaceballs? That's not... Okay, so that shows you what I know. That's not Monty Python. What about the holy hand grenade of Antioch thing? Is that Monty Python? Because that made me laugh the first time somebody said it, but the other 20 times I was kind of like, okay. Now I'm just like, I don't... Is this still funny? I don't get it. Is it funnier in context than it is when it's just said randomly? Is that part of it, maybe? Just because my first introduction to a lot of Monty Python jokes are people just saying them out of nowhere without the context in which they were born. And maybe that's why when I actually go back to watch those movies and scenes, I see them and I'm kind of like, yeah, I don't get it. Also, what in the world is flying around this man's body? Si, senor. See, even Snag knows more Monty Python than I do. Snag is not even British. I do not know. Is a thing. I think I watched them with the other kids in the classroom and I just kind of didn't pay attention. Or I just didn't catch it, because apparently everyone else around me knows. All these boxes and no resources I can get for myself. They blew up the ship and they punched an APC to death. That's so weird. Secure access. I'll show you some secure access. I have secured access to this room. What up? Oh, it's the thing. It's the thingy. Wait, how did they come out of here with their vehicle if that thing was rolling through here with no problem? That doesn't make sense. It would have killed them from behind, right? Because that thing could melt a vehicle like real easy. In any case, if all that happened, there should be like no one alive here. What about the Mighty Bush? What about the Mighty Bush? I feel like I loved that show when it was on, but then after it went off, the only thing we all remember from that show was the old Greg thing. Just because it was highly repeatable. And I feel like I don't remember anything of that show except for old Greg. It was a very odd show. But it was also a time where a lot of humor and shows from other countries were crossing into each other without being like, oh, here's the American version, or here's the British version of this thing, or here's the Indian version of this thing for your respective country. So we were getting shows like Raw like that, and I was kind of like, oh, this is funny. This is weird. Because even like at that same time, like the British version of The Office was coming to the US instead of the American version we had. That being said, I feel like The Office is the worst thing to happen to. Well, maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe it's a good thing. I feel like The Office has replaced a lot of people. Like, a lot of people that would otherwise have personalities and opinions and their own sense of humor has just been like, all of that is replaced by them watching The Office at some point in their lives. Maybe that's just my experience running into people that really love The Office. But once you've seen like 9 dating profiles in a row that are all Office quotes, you kind of start to think, yeah, I don't think there's a lot of like, this isn't very, not a lot of substance here. That being said, I find some jokes in The Office funny. I don't think the people who are super into The Office and continue to be in their older age were really on the up and up. And again, that might be just like the Monty Python thing, is the fact that out of context, out of the show, people just saying it randomly, it doesn't really make sense anymore. It's like, remember when Ego Raptor was kind of big, but they didn't have like the huge YouTube channel and stuff like that? And he would make the whatever game awesome videos, and he made like the burning fire. He made the like Pokemon awesome video. And he was making fun of Pokemon, saying like, okay, they always say their names instead of saying any words. So he would have them talk, and then he would be like, I mean Venusaur. But then people would come up to him on the street or at a con, and they'd be like, yo, how are you doing, bro? I mean Venusaur. And like, he hated it because he was like, that's not the point of the joke. That's not, the context is gone. No, like, that's not what I meant it in. And I'm wondering if it's just that effect is the reason why I find fault with the stuff. The stuff is not really faulty itself. The way in which people present it to me is. Now, Bubble Bo is just kind of random, and I don't commit anything to it, and I love it. I also like how this alien grunt just like ripped everybody apart. Also, he could have thrown him out of this door. Why did he have to make a new door? Just so he could look cool. I'll turn like kicking ass. Fine. For a moment, I thought I was gonna look in here and see like a pair of eyes like peering back at me, hiding behind all the boxes. Ooh, broke that one in midair, Beezies. You like that? Guy just turned every turned into Terry Tate office linebacker. Oh my gosh, Venom. I haven't seen that since I was in sophomore year of high school, I believe. Just like rocked him through here. You know you gotta get your TPS reports done on time. Wait, wasn't Terry Tate? I'm not sure. Was the Terry Tate guy, wasn't he the actor, the same guy that was Augustus Cole, aka Coltrane in Gears of War? Y'all keep bringing up Hazbin Hotel. I'm telling y'all, I'm not watching Hazbin Hotel. Oh, what's going on there? Music stuff. Also, what's going on, Venom? Wait. They're doing mortars and stuff. I'm wasting ammo. I should be hitting, like, top targets. Yeah, like that, dude. Hello. Also doing airstrikes and stuff. Oh, you can't actually target that thing. That's just scripted. Pretty cool though, but scripted nonetheless. Yeah, Manta Boy. Isn't that so cool? Because in the original game, if I recall correctly. I saw them a lot more in Opposing Force than I did in this. They were rigid. They didn't really have the flappy part, or if they did, it was just like 2 polygons that just went like up and down, right? And so them actually having that like flyingness and rigid or non-rigidity, and it looks like they're more organic, makes them look proper to their structure. I remember in Opposing Force, on my old like 1994 laptop, they would just be flying through the air and shoot lasers, and it was like, okay, it's an alien ship. It wasn't organic like everything else to these guys is organic. That dude just got thrown off the roof. Is he still alive? He got thrown off the roof and he is still alive. Did he repel? Maybe he repelled. He didn't actually get thrown. That is possible. See, now y'all are doing it again. You're making all these quotes that I'm like, I don't know what this means. I don't get it. But for you guys, it's awesome. I think I just missed out. It's too late. It's too late for my Monty Python virginity to be taken, guys. Go on ahead without me. Wait a minute. I dropped in here for like nothing. December. Also, don't forget, guys, it's December, or it's September, so this year will be our 3rd annual 21st night of September celebration. I have a plan in mind, but I think it's gonna be more like last year was. If it's not like last year, it will be something more 24-hour-ish, and it will be a full widescreen of Minesweeper / Sapphire with the playlist that we had from last time, plus whatever new songs have come out since last year and this year. And if not 24 hours, it'll just be a regular like 21st night of September stream. Like we'll just do it for the time that the playlist lasts, the night of. Just letting y'all know. The weird thing is, Venom, even with the music in this game, the way they put it in Black Mesa, I have the music down to 35%, and it's kind of workable in the game. In fact, I'm gonna turn it to 30%. I don't know why. I was saying this earlier. Half-Life had decent music, but they had terrible mixing, terrible timing, and no like form of subtlety at all for how the music entered and left the scene. It was no Halo. And I feel like in Black Mesa, instead of being like, yeah, let's fix that, they were like, well, that's how the original game was. Let's do it just like that. That's what it feels like to me. I might be on my own in that one. And I'm fine if I'm on my own in that one. I believe in that. That's the hill I die on right there. Look, if y'all are gonna try and get me on all this level 4, what? If y'all are gonna keep pushing this Monty Python on me, I need some of y'all to bite the bullet on some Wallace and Gromit. Wallace and Gromit will change your life. I think I'm one of the few that goes 100% or nothing with music. Dude, not in this game. I couldn't. I would die. One in the door. Okay, so we got security to bypass, we got things to jump on. I thought I just saw something to pick up. I might have missed it. Oh, there it is. Can't get it. And we have this area to go on, and then we have this as well. A little bit of stash. 95%. That's right. And there's this open area. Oh, right, I remember this. This is pretty cool. I know it's not huge, but at the time, for the original Half-Life, seeing like this whole area, like this whole block of buildings that you could go around for a while, I always thought this was so dope. You go around a blockade, you look through the streets, you try to see everything. This was to me like as open as it was gonna get until Half-Life 2 came out. Wallace on Gromit, got those on VHS, amazing claymation. It's hard for me to realize that it is claymation, even as an adult. As a kid, I had no idea what that was, you know, and I was just like, whoa, this is a really weird but cool animation style. And now, like, being older, I'm like, I get how it works, but I can't fathom it. It's like, you can tell me how a black hole works, but I've never seen one. And if I saw one, I don't know what it would look like. So I just kind of have to go with what you say it is, right? That's how I feel when, that's what I feel like when people mention claymation. Like good claymation, not like celebrity deathmatch claymation. Oh, this is not where I thought I was going. I thought I was going much lower than that. Now I'm just stuck up here. Bounce, baby, bounce. Yes, yes, yes. No, now I'm stuck. Yeah, I just got hurt a lot with that one. I couldn't go forward enough because I was moving back on my way down. So my momentum was getting cut in half every time I went up. And I couldn't get the angle that I liked, so we had to take that one on the chin. I watched that help back in the 90s, so it would seem like gotta get on our level, not the other way around. Wait, what? What about back in the 90s, Subnautic? I'm sorry, I messed up. I watched the show back in the 90s. Lucky for you, NASA have photos of a black hole, which you can look at any time. I thought, what? They don't have photos? I thought they had a simulative thing that was built out of an algorithm, which was part of the science that was used to make Interstellar. I didn't think it was something you would photograph. I thought it was just something that we had to theorize work by the math. Uh-oh. Bugs! I feel like they added some like actual voice to these things instead of just a bunch of squeaks. Ah, come on now. Did that one go in the trash can? It did, and then it popped. Can I send bugs after other bugs? That would be like super meta. I might try it the next time. Get him, bug. Oh snap, he actually hit him. But then he popped when he did it. Get him, bug, do it. Oh, he hit him, and then... No! Oh no! And of course they go after you, you're not their master anymore. We can even see stuff like terraforming in the vents and stuff. What if I told you you've seen a black hole? Once you glance at the sky, you've seen one. Like, it's just something I can't actually see with my naked eye? I would believe that. The photos, though? They're straight up photos, not representative photos, like actual photos. That's what I'm like having a hard time understanding. Is it you, Major, as the black hole in your heart? What's the color of this MP5, Major? Is it black, like your soul? There's photos of black holes consuming suns, which is how we could see it. So we see like the emptiness, like the absence of what the sun is disappearing into, right? Since there's no light, we see where the light is going. Is that what you mean? Kind of like when you blow smoke around a ghost, you can see like floating around Invisible Man or whatever. My mom. Is that an Adventure Time? Not Adventure Time. Is that a regular show reference? Because I just remembered that when I was coming out of college and going into the military, and I was like, oh, this is the new cartoon that the kids are watching. You would have been the kid, Major. You were the kid that I was thinking of. I never actually thought about that. Alright. Despite this being actually a really decently built up area, there's actually nowhere to go. So I just had to go this way. Oh! I knew you were here because there was all this blood. I just wasn't expecting you to get at me like that. I do find the skirmishes between the Marines and the aliens, the Zingies, whatever they're called, I find that to be a lot more inviting. Now where's the part where we start calling in airstrikes? Also, they sealed up his door, really? Now why would y'all do that? It's nothing I can do anything about. Not my problem. Regular show is epic. Regular show I didn't like for a while because, okay, when I did watch them, at the time I didn't have cable. I only saw that stuff when I went home to either my dad's house or my mom's house. And when I did see them, it was like, okay, regular show was the same thing every time. Something happens, they get sucked into some weird world, they beat the world, they come back, life goes on. That was always the thing. Adventure Time, they were actually like going along with the story and it was like had a narrative to it. Eventually, regular show picked up a narrative and started doing things like that too. But it didn't seem like that was the norm for a bit, not for their show. That was my perception of it back in the day. I don't know if that's really how it was, just because again, I only watched the stuff when I went to either parent's house. Get some sleep, Yana. I'll see you around. In fact, I should have to sleep soon because I need to wake up and drive in the morning. We'll find a stopping point soonish. I think we have enough on a recording. You know what? Before we drop down into water where I'm probably gonna get mobbed by something and I want to have my handy dandy tranquilizer dart gun ready to go. Yeah, we're gonna stop right here. I think this is a good place. Everything's neutralized.